Brrrah! What's going on, Spicy Gang, and when are we going to reach the goal of 5,000 subscribers? Because as you know, I would give out 8 Amazon gift cards of $25 each. 8 gift cards, that's double than last time. You have more chance to win, so go ahead, subscribe and like this video. Also let me know in the comments if you subscribe so I can show you some love. Congratulations, just some Bigfoot for the comment of the day. Pizza delivery guy is not a taxi. I used to deliver for Father Jonathan's Pizza in college, mostly weekends. One night, I get a delivery to a large hotel near the campus, and there must have been some event going on judging by the number of nicely dressed people in and around the hotel. I pull up in the covered area outside the door in my beat up old Mazda with a 4-foot wide pizza delivery sign magnetized to the roof. As soon as I stop, I hear someone to my right. Some dude is staring at me, holding the rear door handle. He tries to open the door again, which is broken and can't open anyway. Luckily, as I open my door and stand up, "Can I help you? Are you gonna unlock the door?" No. Did you order a pizza?" At this point, he looks at my branded hat and my branded shirt, and a massive car topper literally sitting between us and this conversation. "You're not a taxi?" "Nope." He then awkwardly apologized and shuffled away from my car, hopefully with the newfound knowledge that not every car with something on the roof is a taxi. Go ahead and call my work, I don't care. So I work in a busy city centre pub in Edinburgh, Scotland. Our uniform is black and blue jeans with a casual t-shirt with the pub name on it. Most of the time, we finish at 1:30 AM, so I would go to a 24-hour supermarket called Asda. The uniform there is a black and green polo shirt with black trousers. This time, I was there during the day and I was picking up snacks for the people at my work before I went. I was in the confectionery aisle when I saw, at the corner of my eye, her. She was clearly staring at me. Cue this woman charging up to me. "Hi, I've been looking for an hour for one of you lazy dumbos." "I'm sorry?" With a very confused look on my face. "There is no milk on display. Go to the back and get me 2 cartons of semi-skim milk." "Oh, you must be confused. I don't work here. I am a customer." Oh boy, did crap hit the fan. Her face went redder than an uncooked steak with a look of pure hatred for me. "How dare you call me stupid? I have an IQ of this much. I am clearly smarter than you." "Lady, if you were smart, you'd realize I don't work here." At this point, I realized the time and walked off to the checkout. But she was nowhere near done and grabbed my shoulder and swung me around. "Go get what I asked for. I work in a bar in the city. See?" And I point to my shirt. "I work somewhere else. And don't yell at people. You get nowhere in life being mean to strangers. Now please leave me alone and go talk to one of the actual employees." At this point, the manager walked up. Maybe because one of the employees overheard and reported it. We shall call him W for William. "Is everything okay here?" She's still not getting it. "No, I want her fired. No, more than fired. I want her ruined, and I want you fired for hiring her." She does not work here, actually. I think it says on her shirt she works somewhere else. "No, she doesn't. You're just trying to protect her." "For the last time, I don't work here, lady. I got to say it." She raised her hand and slapped me right across the face. William on the radio. "Security aisle 5 quickly please." "Good. Get her thrown out of here and out of my sight." Security arrives. "What's the problem?" "This woman just slapped a paying customer. Escort her out of the building." "What? Not me, you morons. Her." "Ma'am, you need to leave or we'll be forced to call the police." She starts kicking and screaming, and security has clearly had enough and pins her to the floor, while the manager calls the cops. About 15 minutes later, the police arrive and ask their questions, and the manager offers to buy my things and give me a store discount as a sorry, and I get to work an hour late. But it ain't over yet. After my shift, my manager calls me into the office. He explained he got a threatening phone call about suing the company, a huge change pub company. He plays the recording and it is her. She basically goes on to describe me in detail and I explain further what had happened and we have a good laugh. Sorry for the super long post. I hope you enjoyed. I am off today. This happened close to 25 years ago and it does not involve a lady. My grandparents owned a place and my dad managed it. I usually work weekends and after school during the year. It was a small shop, so I knew everyone who worked there well, especially the weekend crew. But one Saturday, I requested off for something or other. The phone rings at 8 a.m. Let's say my name is George. George, why aren't you at work? I'm taking the day off. We need you down here. We're slammed. Yeah, I got stuff to do. Dude, get down here. Screw off. I quit. Click. I lay there for a bit in my bed. That did not sound like anyone I know. The noises in the background, it sounded like a tire shop. We are not a tire shop. I call my job. And there's only 2 people it could have been. Hey, did one of you 2 call me? Pause, phone to chest. Anyone call George? No, no one called. Screw off. I'm not pissed. I explain what happened. Oh my god, you just got that dude fired. Apparently, as fate would have it, some random George's boss called the wrong number and got a George. And this George thought it was a prank. But I think a random George got fired. This was before caller ID. I hope George made it okay. No, you got it wrong. Random George was not fired. He quit. He just said it on the phone. Guy finds out I don't work there. Still was mad I will not help him. I was shopping for wiper blades a while back at Walmart. I was staring at the wall comparing my options when I noticed a real redneck looking guy, wife beater and all, staring at me. I glance over, make eye contact and go back to shopping. Now, it is important to note I am wearing zero blue or anything that will make him think I was an employee in the first place. Are you gonna help me? I don't work here. I'm just trying to get 2 wiper blades for my car. Well, what am I supposed to do? I need help. Me, holding back laughter. I don't know, man. Find someone who does work here? He just stares at me for a minute. At this point, I'm like, oh crap, I am about to get stabbed by this psycho. Then all of a sudden, he storms off the other direction and yells, unbelievable, have to do everything myself, ridiculous. I stood there dumbfounded, grab my wipers and leave. I honestly want to know why he thought I was an employee. This happened a few months ago, but I only recently found this subreddit. I am a late night crafter, so sometimes I run out late at night to pick up craft supplies, and when I do, I am usually not dressed my best. Imagine bright pink baggy sweatpants and baggy paint stand shirts. I also usually listen to audiobooks, so I wear large bright pink headphones so people don't try to talk to me. The uniforms at my local craft store are bright green aprons. I walk in my baggy pink everything and large pink headphones and begin to browse. As I am shopping, this guy is staring at me. Then he tries to get my attention. I ignore him for a bit, but then he taps me on my shoulder and mouths at me. I take off my headphones and he asks me if I can show him where the picture frames are. I don't know, sorry. Well, don't you work here? I just kinda look at him. No, I have headphones on. Why would you even think that? He stormed off in a huff and I never found out what he was thinking. My first IDontWorkHereLady, short and simple. I am in Skechers, drinking a cold brew latte from Starbucks, wearing a black Nike top and shorts. I find some shoes I like, so I pick my size up and look around for somewhere to try them on, as it is quite cramped in the aisles. A guy in his 50s is walking past me, but stops and then asks me if I know if there's any loose fit. I look at him with a puzzled expression. Is that even a thing? And I reply, I have no idea, as I subconsciously raise my hands in a I don't know pause. He spots my cup. Then his eyes go to my chest. I am a 6'4" male and he must been 5'8"ish, and he sees the night tick on my top. At this point, we both realize what's happened and he comes out with the sorry, I thought you worked here, gives me a pat on the shoulder and walks off. I've read so many stories on here. I was surprised how slow I was to realize what was going on. To be fair to the guy, the Skechers uniform does not really stand out. Just kept walking. So this happened 10 minutes ago. There's an event downtown in my hometown where I am vending my craft. Across the walkway is a restaurant with outdoor seating. I've been sitting outside of this restaurant all day in my booth. I walked in to use the restroom, and when I walked out, a lady said, "Oh, you have the craft table." I said, "Yep, heading back now," thinking that she wanted to purchase something. Then she said, "Okay, can we get a table?" while pointing at one. I just said, "Sure," very cheerfully, and then kept walking to my booth to sit down, 10 feet away. She just kept staring at me, then finally went inside. They are now directly facing me, and she keeps looking over at me with the weirdest expression. Not sure what this lady thought I could get her a table when she clearly knew I was in no way affiliated with the restaurant. But this subreddit is why it was pretty uneventful. I've learned to just walk away when possible. She was confused. She probably ended up hitting herself in her confusion. Yes, that is a Pokemon reference. I am the worst. I walk into a new restaurant and didn't know if it was a sit down or seat yourself. So I asked a guy cleaning up tables in all black and he said, "Oh, you order up there first." Oh, of course. I'm going to wait here for my friends then. Okay. And only later did I realize he did not work there at all and was just cleaning up his plates because it is that kind of low-key restaurant and I am a fool. I need to hide forever. If you see this random stranger, thanks for telling me what I needed to know and then complimenting my hair. On the upside, you were not a total beach about it, so that's good. That's an honest mistake. No, I work at the other one. I was at my sister's place of employment, of which is the same kind of store I work at, but it is not the same place I work at. Same name, different place. I have never worked in this specific store. On this day, I was wearing a dark blue shirt that had this, minus the watermark on it. It's pretty much a shirt that says, "Let me eat cake." Now, the employee uniform consists of jeans and a bright red shirt with nothing on it but a store logo. So I did not think I could have been mistaken for an employee at any store whatsoever, unless the jeans I was wearing that day signified employee. Because of a small blockage with carts, I went between two registers to get to the aisles. As I am walking away toward the produce section, I hear this lady, "Ma'am, do you work here?" I look at her. My shirt stares at her. "Not at this store, sorry," I say, and I walk away. Then the lady asked the cashier if I worked there. I did not hear the rest. I hate it when you do that. Are they expecting and hoping to catch you in a lie? I guess customers only use 10% of their brain. Hollywood was right. I do work here, just not here. A funny little story. So I recently began working at a pet store that just opened in my town, specifically with dogs. Since it is not complete yet, we are in training in another city. During our breaks, occasionally, we get lunch at the store next to us that has a little food area. I went to go wash my hands, and as I was coming out, an older man that works at the store, he was going into the bathroom to clean it, stops me. He says he bought 2 parakeets a little while ago for his granddaughter, but her father said no. So he's had them over the last year. He goes on a bit about how they give each other attention, we laugh a bit and go on our ways. The entire time I was thinking, please don't ask me any questions. Please don't ask me any questions. But all in all, he was a sweet man. I totally thought this story was going somewhere else. But it was literally a conversation between 2 people. Meh, I will not complain. Can we have a nice conversation for once? I was wearing all black at Target. Black sneakers, black jeans, black shirt, black jacket, black earphones. I was obviously using them. I did not have a hint of red on me. I was looking at the 4K disc, seeing if anything caught my attention. I saw somebody trying to get my attention, so I took one of my headphones out. "Do you work here?" asked the young lady. I do go to that store a few times a month, sometimes once a week. It is possible the lady might have seen me there before, but on weekdays, I am usually wearing business casual, and not something that looks like Target. Also, if she's seen me before, she's been there a few times as well, and she's not an employee either. I shrug. This is not the first time I've been asked if I work at that Target store. I must have a vibe about me. I never worked for retail. Maybe you have worked retail in a past life and you're still being punished? Before you go away or enjoy my playlist of IDontWorkHereLady videos just right here, please consider subscribing to the channel and leave a like. These are 2 ways you can help me to grow the channel, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you, and remember to participate in the giveaway, so make sure you're subscribed. Bye bye!